Let me start from the big picture. So there are 273 youth build programs with 10,000 students in the U.S. in low-income urban and rural communities. About 60 of them are rural. Some of them are on Native American reservations. The Of those, there are about 50 that have received authorization from either the school district or the state to provide diplomas, either diplomas and GEDs or just diplomas. And the rest of them are doing GEDs primarily. So the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation have supported two aspects of our work very decisively and generously. One is the move to becoming diploma granting, so that students can leave with a diploma instead of a GED, if they so choose and if the time allows. And the other is to take some of those schools and say, okay, right, we got the diploma. Now we're not only going to go on to college, but we're going to stay in long enough to achieve the credential. And what will that take? What kind of innovation? What kind of follow-up? What kind of bridging? What kind of partnerships will that require for the young people to get the support and the inspiration over time that they need to actually finish it? This has been wonderful. So we've chosen 7 programs, and they're in various locations. They're in Columbus, Ohio, Atlanta, Georgia, Portland, Oregon, Brockton, Massachusetts, Philadelphia, and McLean County, Bloomington, Illinois. So those are the core sites. And each of them has additional resources that they can spend on staff to build the partnerships and follow the young people. We get together on a regular basis with the directors and with the principals and teachers, other staff from those sites. With our staff, we have staff who are lifting up the best practices, writing them up, communicating them, bringing them to each other, bringing the directors together so that they can share them and tell of their success. Now, in a little over a year, they've already doubled the number of young people going on to college in those programs because of the additional attention they've been able to pay to it. And we're not far enough along to know to what extent have they increased the completion rates, but we believe that that will increase too, although we don't have data for YouthBuild graduates from the prior period regarding their success, their completion rates if they went on to college. We do know that the young people who tended to complete tended to get continuing support from their programs, and that they tended to have peer support, that they went to college with a group. They either went to be residents together or they were going to community college, but some of their friends and colleagues also went. So we're seeing wonderful developments like that. For example, in Brockton, Massachusetts, the local community college has created a club on campus, which is a legitimate club that YouthBuild students get to belong to and to create, and that it counts as one of the organizations, the college's on-site clubs. Most of the sites have established partnerships with local colleges who are providing this bridge to the college, which is a combination of providing credits for what they do in the program, providing courses on the campus, providing summer programs where they're getting special preparation for the transition to the college, and then where they're providing staff on the campus whose focus is to continue to support the students once they're there. And that combination of things is feeling very strong and like it's going to make a very big difference.
It seems that YouthBuild has this comprehensive approach, that it's non-academic as well as academic support, and you've highlighted some of the key components. is there some way that you could want to maybe share with other grantees about ways that you might be measuring when a student is ready for college or has gone through enough of those stages to fill in the gaps that they might not have had otherwise? What measurements could you say that you're using around that?
Well, I'll have to make this up a little bit.
Sure.
So I don't know how this film gets edited, but uh, as the students work toward their GED and work toward their high school diploma, then they're naturally mastering the subjects which they're going to have to be informed in and successful in order to succeed in college. Those there are uh, um, system measurements for those abilities. Of course, we use the regular pre and post tests, the TABE test and CASA and other tests like that. TABE is the one we use most commonly, I believe. And the instructors are making judgments about the quality of the writing, the quality of the study skills. It's very individualized. So Youth Build, the teachers in a Youth Build school have intimate knowledge of exactly what each student is doing and is able to do and where they are on this, uh, this continuum to being ready for college. Beyond that, I don't personally know what the measurements are. So don't quote me.